Well, good morning, everyone. This is Stuart Ryan from the Ryan Report. It's Saturday morning as I attempt to create this video, and today's discussion line is the misleading Trump headlines on social media, in particular YouTube. As in this headline and sub, quote, "Everybody missed this, the phrase that could end Trump's National Guard power grab." It's put out by Legal AF. Also, the emails are deadly, referring to Trump and Epstein. Another nonsense. Really? How? There is no smoking gun that links Trump directly to criminal behavior, and I'm certain that whatever there may have been is now in the dead letter file of history, completely erased from public view by the FBI and the DOJ operatives who have acted to protect Trump from culpability. Another headline: Wolf breaks his silence. Bullshit. He never stops talking or writing Trump books and is nothing more than an economic scavenger, ingratiating himself with the Epsteins of this world and profiting from their crimes and peccadillos. See this Guardian article. Blurred lines: how Michael Wolff aspired to be part of elite circles he wrote about. The writer, who features prominently in newly released Jeffrey Epstein emails, has achieved extraordinary access, but faced questions about his journalistic ethics. Ethics? I doubt he has any. Okay, but there's more. Trump loses everything. Really? Does he? Gee, he still has billions banked and controls America from the White House to Congress, to the DOJ and FBI, to Homeland Security, to ICE, and importantly, the Supreme Court. Here's another. Trump won't survive. The moral indignation of America. Oh, he won't survive this, will he? This is going to really upset his Gestapo troops now on the prowl and affect the power he has already accumulated. Here's another one. Holy shit! Trump's deranged post turns into Epstein confession. No, it doesn't. It proves nothing more than a disgusting friendship between the two parasites and is nothing more than a distracting sidebar. And then there is the number of misinformation and disinformation headlines and uploads to YouTube that rest on the back of legitimate podcasts, all embraced by the fake algorithm seen by, for example, a Lawrence O'Donnell broadcast, The Last Word, which is uploaded by an unknown source who then splashes a blatantly false headline over the true visual post of Lawrence O'Donnell, and thus gets clicks and views with the encouragement of the algorithm that deceive the public. But back to everybody missed this video from Legal AF. It's about Trump versus Illinois Supreme Court case in which a professor from Georgetown Law, Marty Lederman, threw a real monkey wrench into Trump's case and the court's predilection to protect him at all costs by filing an exquisite and intensely convincing amicus curiae brief that utterly destroys Trump's use of 10 U.S.C. 12406 as a means to employ military and National Guard troops in our city streets. And that's a headline from Legal AF, which is completely misleading. The phrase, "that could end Trump's National Guard power grab," and the subject matter being reported, is 2 weeks too late, and as they say, $1 short. No, you missed it, buddy. And it only might end the issue solely in and under the use of 10 U.S.C. 12406. And this is unfortunately typical of what I come across each and every day as I research on social media. As it happens, I did not miss this. I wasn't a misser, as I did a comprehensive podcast on the Lederman Brief and its impact on the Trump versus Illinois case presently before SCOTUS. And I did it over 2 weeks ago, titled as Trump Deployment, a Supreme Court Failure. I did it on October 31st, when I first caught sight of the brief, while no one else may have reported on it, including all of the supposed legal eagles on the media sites from press to social media. A brief that destroys Trump's deployment of troops. Check it out. It's at the Rhine Report. Of course, I described the amicus brief from law professor Marty Lederman utterly destroying the Trump case under 10 U.S.C. 12406 without having to address the three-pronged test factual findings, as Trump has utterly failed to first utilize regular forces as defined by Lederman in his brief, with much historical evidence to back up his argument. And that is a requirement of the statute in order to make a determination of whether or not they were able or unable to enforce the law. As Lederman argued powerfully, regular troops simply means the military forces of the United States and not local, state, or even FBI, ICE, Border Patrol, etc., forces. But I also, at the same time, I warned that this might not be the end of the matter, as the Insurrection Act stares us in the face and will be right around the corner, folks, where we face a higher hill to climb in order to repudiate it. So, this was because I, unlike all others, had bothered to discover and read the brief. And in my podcast, I was gracious enough not to embarrass the others about the matter, and I did not then criticize anyone, which I am doing now. But it's not just about the misreporting and analysis and really stupid headlines and pointless hyperbole. Trump demolished, Trump ruined, Trump disaster. It's about happy sales pitches of events and developments that lead people to believe the defeat of Trumpian fascism and kleptocratic control of America is just around the freaking corner. that trips into sidebar issues that deflect, like the Epstein files or a recent positive-sounding set of election results, or a generic polling for the next election cycle, or even a 1 in 10 chance of SCOTUS deciding against Trump on any single issue. So there we have it. That's my broadcast for Saturday morning. Please subscribe. If you do, we force the algorithm to react. Thank you.